Well, good morning, everybody. Decided to go up just a few minutes ago. Might as well sitting here. Anyway, let's not forget. So, sent out a few boxes this week. Y'all get short. A couple of you got yours. Joshua should have gotten it or be getting it here very soon. I don't know. I haven't checked the tracking number. Morning, Norman. The Gregory, he just left, so I was like, he got quiet in here real quick. I was like, I'll just go up there. Lisa, how you doing? Doing good. Doing good. Steve? Yeah, I decided to just sneak in a little bit early. I seen uh, Joshua and Norman in the chat already. Figured there's a couple in here. We'll get it going. Oh, Rosie, dang, what are you doing? She moved, and the whole counter, that whole shelf shook. I don't know if y'all seen it on there. Looking like I was having an earthquake. Kind of felt like it. I'm teasing. I felt like it because I'm on. So, I lost my piece of flat over there. I was like, I lost my flat. So, this week we did some fishing. We went carp fishing yesterday. Got the decal taken off of my truck on the windshield and updated. Just cleaned it up. The other one was kind of sun faded a little bit and scratched up from you know the wipers and things like that. So got that retidied up and changed the sign to where instead of saying "Hey Rod," instead of saying www.doublehookangling.com, I changed it to get more attention to the YouTube and the Facebook part of it. So I should have probably had them space some stuff out, but let's see if it'll pick it up. There it goes. So I had that refreshing anyways. It usually lasts for about a year and a half, year or so. So the end of next summer, I'll probably get it changed again. Um, but also we're thinking about getting something for the boat too. So thank you. Yeah, I it's not necessary, but when I'm out there, um, it just I mean it gets people to think, hey, what do they got going on? Especially when you got cameras set up. I got kind of people will stop and ask you, "What are you filming for?" Well, I do YouTube, or something like that. I mean, it's all right, but now they can just see that the YouTube, and hopefully they have enough common sense. You'd be surprised, but hopefully they have enough common sense to go, "Oh, they're YouTubers." I think it's amazing how many people just stop. I mean, you're just doing the same thing everybody else is. You're just putting it on film. I guess maybe it's because you're sitting there talking to yourself, blah blah blah. Blah, 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 myself, even though the cameras ain't going. Now, here's another thing: is I had a few people get on me about getting being rough on Gregory. The whole I put out a short. It's got like 5,000 views. Is Gregory breaking his fishing pole? And in that, yes, he broke his fishing pole. And then I said, "You're going to break your fishing pole." The thought was in my head to say it, but then when he did it, I said this what I was thinking before he broke it. But I meant, as in again type thing. It just that's the way it came out. But he told me to put it on the internet. He said, "Put it on there, let everybody see I broke my pole." He don't. I mean, he got a little frustrated, and it was because he broke his pole. It wasn't because I was saying, "Hey, you broke. You're going to break the pole." Well, this is the third pole he's broken, but it's fine. He got another one already. So I'll go. He wants another Berkeley. I gave him an ugly stick, so I said, "Here, now you got a medium ugly stick. That's the one you take on the boat. Quit trying to hoist them up like that." And the problem is he just takes that tip past the point of breaking. So past its stress point, they're not designed to hold the rod straight up in the air while you got to fish them. He knows that, but he doesn't think of it because he gets super excited, and as we all do, catching fish. But with his autism, it overwhelms him a little bit, and he just gets super concentrated. So he doesn't think of all of his actions that he's doing at one time. And yeah, I reminded him, I'm his dad, of course. But here's my thing on the whole. If somebody was like, I was being rude to him. No, I was being his dad. I am his dad. I don't care if he's 60 years old. If I want to tell him he's a dumb butt and that he needs to quit doing something like that, just because he's got autism doesn't mean that I need to favor, or cuddle him. I need to treat him just the same as I do the other boys. I would have told the other boys the same thing. So why coddle Gregory? I mean, he's a man. He's a grown man. Just because he's you know got some social interaction thing doesn't mean that he ain't smart. I mean, he may still act like a kid, but he's a grown man. He does grown man things. I once tried to get him to drink a beer. When he was 21, I was like, "Hey, you want to drink a beer?" And I think he took a little sip or something. I can't even remember. And then he just was like, "Nope, ain't having it. No way. He didn't like the taste of it. So, but Gregory's 28 years old. I mean, I can harass him if I want to. I do it to all my friends. My buddy Mikey. So my buddy Mikey was staying with us, and he kind of. I mean, he was. There was some things that went on, and you know, I told him that he was. You know, I told him off basically. I told him that you got to stop acting that way and grow up, be a man. Now, me telling somebody, "Hey, Lisa," I didn't even see you come in. I appreciate it. I told him, I said, and yeah, I'm putting it out there on there because if you don't act like a man and you whine and you cry, well, get over it. I'm from that generation that you just it baffles me that somebody, especially like somebody in their 20s, will run to their mommy or something like that instead of just dealing. That's why I don't like. Yeah, I've hired young people to help around here and stuff. But when you yell at them and say that you're not doing that right, well, they go home and tell their mom, and then their mom shows up and goes, "Why'd you yell at my kid?" Well, you know, your kid's 18 years old. Why are you here talking to me? He's a grown man. I mean, if he can go to, you know, I guess you got to be 21 now by cigarettes. I think, don't you? I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, 18 years old. Let's put it this way: you can go and serve your country. You can go give blood. You can sign documents. You can do all that stuff at 18 years old on your own. You can get married at 18. So why is your mommy coming over and that kind of Hey, Eric B. But it just means I don't coddle Gregory. I teach I treat Gregory just like everybody else, and we're a shop family or a little. I don't know how you want to call it. We're a rougher family. Like some people call me a tattooed freak just because I'm all marked up. That's my opinion. That's my decision and their opinion. So because I'm marked up don't mean I'm bad. But people think that. I'll be your best friend till you do me wrong. Then I just won't deal with you. You want to come apologize? Fine. Gregory, I'm not going to treat you any different than anybody else. I've told him that many times. I'm going to treat you just like I do your brothers. I call his brother Timmy a dumb A all the time. Hey, Chrissy. But anyways, today we're just tying some random goofballs. So, like, see that goofball? That goofball got a cone head because I put too much powder on it, and when I baked it in the oven, it got a big old knot on its head, like back in the cartoons when somebody hit you with a hammer. See, that's the thing else. Everybody, like, all the good cartoons had violence in it. Now it's like, oh, those cartoons should be banned. Oh, it's funny. We need bullies in this world. People need to stop being so soft. There's a difference between bullying somebody and being violent. We don't need violence. But every once in a while, to tell somebody that they're a dumb A because they're doing something stupid, people will consider that being a bully. No, it's telling somebody that they're doing something stupid. Shirley T, how you doing? Hoping y'all are okay, doing all right. My brain is going a million miles an hour. Been a long week. Yesterday we went and did some carp fishing and just got it on GoPro and stuff. Man, I've got like I probably about lost my pole 3 times, and I couldn't get the camera on fast enough. I wasn't like worried. My pole was going like one time it pulled it off my lap, and I went to grab the camera like I was just fixing to start, and then it went, and I didn't even worry about the camera. I tried to grab my pole, and it hit the dock, and I reached down and just barely got it. Then another time, uh, it was sitting on the rail, and it went up and started going over the rail, and I grabbed it. I got to fix, and the bad thing is I make rod holders. Here's one right here. Here's one in primer. So I make rod holders. Y'all know that. Here's one of my rod holders. We're putting DHA on the front now so people recognize it. And every once in a while, you'll get one like this. It got a little bit of an ugly booger weld, but you know what? It's because I'm half blind. I got off, or I stopped, and for some reason, or somebody said something, or I didn't like the way it was going, or whatever. But just because it's ugly, don't mean it don't work. Ask the guys out there that's got them. So these things are the toughest things I think that's out there. It's got 4 positions, and if people don't like my rod holder, go find somebody else's rod holder. I don't care. But if you like my rod holder, I'm gonna treat you right. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna get them out as quick as I can for you, and I guarantee them for as long as I'm alive, a weld will not break. And if the weld breaks, I'll just send you out a new one. You send me a picture, show me the video of it breaking, send me a picture of it cracked at the weld, not cut, but because I guarantee you that this is all TIG welded together, and I run my TIG hot. Matter of fact, I've been running my TIG so hot, my leads having problems. I ordered me a new one, got me a 200 amp lead coming now instead of the 150 amp. So tells you how hot I've been running. But I need to make some that hook up to the handrails on those docks. I think it's an inch and a quarter pipe on them. I need to get me some quick clamps or something and just use them on my spin on dock holder ones or rod holder ones. I'm gonna lose a rod one of these days. That rod, I just bought these new rods. Okay, so like, hey J Dog, how you doing? J Dog in the house. Appreciate y'all being in here. Everybody hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you, Shirley. Yeah, so I got rid of my other rods that I was using. Um, I went to what is now Bass Pro Shop in Wichita. It was Cabela's until last week. They changed the signage finally. So Went to Bass Pro Shop in Wichita, and they had uh, new rods in there. And I used to fish almost exclusively with Fenwick little fish eagles. The, they were the greatest rods I ever had. I had mine for like 8, 9 years. I had three of them. I loved them. So what did Dave do? Dave bought 3 rods the other day, last week, and I got a uh, bait caster, 7'6" medium heavy. I got a medium in a spinning and a medium light in a two-piece spinning. So, uh, and then they're both, I think they're both 7 foot. So I went out. I've been using those, been testing those. They're $80 a piece. Um, they are awesome rods. They are moderately fast or fast. Um, they I just that uh, 7'6" bait caster is perfect for walleye, perfect for trolling, perfect for casting. We used it on the boat. I'm a big fan of them. I'm glad that Bass Pro Shop decided to bring back the Fish Eagle rods. So I mean, they're just I think they're great rods, and for $80, they're awesome rods to just have. You know, um, not endorsed by Bass Pro Shop or anything like that, but you can tell I I really do like Bass Pro Shopping. So, and with all disclosure, double hook angling is on the side of a crappie boat that is sponsored with, from main sponsor of Cabela's and stuff. So they use that crappie pro uses my jig. Now, but like I said, we're tying oddballs today. Just a little story there, get y'all going. Stampy, how you doing? Yeah, we're just like I said, tying oddballs, um, just goofing off, something to go play with, something to give to Gregory, something to give to little kids out there fishing. But we do have back stock of some rod holders right now. So if you guys are interested in rod holders, bank rod holders, you know, this one right here. Yes, I'm pushing them. I got enough rod stock to make 200 of them. Don't think I ain't gonna try. I was drilling plates this morning before I came in. But see, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That fish still gonna eat that cone head on that thing. Feathers a bit. I just got some and like see this doesn't look like much is wrong with it, but it didn't flatten out. So like that's rough. And these may have just been ones that I did with the smaller 1/80th or something. I think that's what I did. And I don't run those as off. So sometimes that glittery stuff doesn't lay down on the bigger group. That makes sense. But the boat was running good and everything. And then, of course, we come in to load it on the trailer, and then Timmy couldn't get it started. It would start, and then as soon as you put it into reverse, it would die. But I think it was because it either had too much pressure in it, or kind of flooded out, or he just wasn't. He didn't let it idle long enough because we'd had it turned off for a few minutes. For some reason, that boat wants to after you get it started, it kind of warm up a little bit. I mean, I kind of heard that about them Mercury. Just let them run for about 3 minutes, and then you do whatever you want with them. And that's what I do. I let it run for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Yeah, I called. What you got, Gregory? Yeah, he'll be home here after a little bit. But you never know. It's usually between 8:45 and 9, but sometimes he's a little bit later than that. Depends on if they found garage sale. Last week was supposed to be citywide garage sale, but we had big old rainstorms all day Saturday, so nobody had the garage sale. The boys went out with their uncle, and later on in the morning to see, and what nothing out there. Well, I think they said one person had the garage door open, with stuff in there, but it was old people stuff and a small table. Just somebody getting rid of stuff that they had in storage or something. Cleaned out some closets or kids moved out or whatever. Somebody estate sale. I was trying to think of what you call it. Estate. But yeah, on the boat, Timothy caught a wiper. Gregory caught a couple catfish. Gregory broke his pole. Gregory got a new ugly stick to replace it, so when we go on the boat, he can lift it up that way, and then we won't have to worry about it breaking it. Hopefully, it's a GX2, so it probably will have carbon. Have carbon last. But I'm tell you what, that bait caster, that fish eagle bait caster, I can throw a 1/8 ounce jig with it, 100 foot or so. It's a pretty nice rod. Of course, the reel is where it's at. I mean, the rod's got the length to throw it, but that reel is smooth as can be. But I got to this time instead of getting the Daiwa again, I was playing with the Shimano's, and uh, I got the Shimano Adia. I had to think what it was, and man, I'll tell you what, that thing is nice. But it's also the good thing about it is it's got a quick release for the side cover and stuff. So if you do burn the clutch, you draw a big fish, throw it instead of touching. Or the but it, I mean, in the way the rod is, the reel is designed, I can hold it in my hand the way I like to hold the finish. I mean, the bait caster, because I cast with this hand and reel with this hand. So I cast with my right and reel with my left with the spinning rod. But with a bait caster, I cast it and I hold it with my left hand and spin with my right hand. I don't know why my brain does that, but that's how my brain does that. So this one I'm putting a little sour truce on there, that the rest of that feather, and then I'm going to put the silver on top of it just to add some brightness to it. Sometimes when you add the dual colors like that, it puts, enough different or puts a different contrast to it. The fish like it different, like it better. Sometimes they don't like it at all. Now, I mean, can you put Lady out? She's whining. I don't know if you can hear it or not. And then what I got is where'd it go? So I got this stuff here. Everything. This is just a messed up, funny looking, weird. I mean, just try stuff. Throw things together. Make it look goofy. You never know. It might be the best jig you ever tied. I still haven't got my lights up. I did go buy a light finally. See, the fish down there, they look for things that, like they're not eating perfect bugs all the time. They're eating bugs that are swimming goofy and stuff like that. So, or look goofy or whatever. So if you get some jigs going that just look goofy, maybe you might catch that fish that like. Hey, David Smith. I did. I missed David Smith. How you doing? Yeah. I just turned my head and looked at the TV. With a budget surplus this last quarter, or this last month, or whatever it said in the Fed. Things are looking up, aren't they? All right. Who's that? Come on, pick it up. Are you going to pick it up? Well, my hands are so stained up from being in the shop, I don't want to show you that part. It ain't going to show up. I don't know why it won't. Probably too shiny. Oh, it almost did it. There you go. That's good enough. So that sour truce on that tail, it just adds a little bit different to it. Randy, how you doing? Tim, Catfish Dog, Gregory, and they'll be here before too long. What time is it? We got another thrift store just now opening. That's why he's got to get in there too. In this town, we have two thrift stores. One opens at 8. One opens at 8:30. Let's see. Who's on the bottom? This Jigs upside down. So it's that feather, Dave. All right. That needs a little bit. Mm, I had a piece of tinsel. Grab it, David. Yeah, we haven't caught no crappie really to speak of lately. The last batch was that batch I posted. It's been too hot to really do much fishing. I've been trying to work in the shop. Been out there, get out there in the morning, work for a couple hours until I can't deal with it no more. It's too hot or back hurt or just can't do it. And then we've been going fishing. The good thing about fishing is you can sit there and relax and not have to do nothing. We did use our umbrella that I bought the other day. I made a little thing out there at our farm dock, and we got that set up where now we can have an umbrella on the dock so we're not putting it when we're out there trying to get some bluegill and stuff. Need to eat some fish. Too. Maybe need to do it. Invite some people out there and have a day where everybody just comes out and catch a bunch of crops. You'll get a few dozen minutes just to make it easy. Yeah, out there with minnows and them fish go nuts. I need to buy some more minnows and put out there, but I'm not. I got too much invested right now in the doing the rod holder stuff, and I'm gonna. The other thing is with the rod holders, I'm gonna start just doing them in primer as well. So I'm gonna do them in primer, so that way they can be shipped to you, and then you don't have to worry about priming them. You can go ahead and put a coat of paint on. We're just leaving primers. They'll hold up for a while. They'll hold up longer with the primer than just bare steel. And then I can just do bare steel. Bare steel is hey, catfishing crappie Mark. How you doing, son? So the the primer is Rust-Oleum primer. It holds up pretty good. Then I had a car painted with it, run around for years. Didn't get no rust through it. That was back in high school. Might have been different paint then too. Let's do another. These are like goofballs, like I said. They're just nice balls. Stuff for kids, or the kids find it funny when they get cone head, especially when you point it out. Well, I made some cone head, and if you don't know what the cone head is, just because it's ripped in the oven, so no big deal. A little bit too much powder on it, had to heat up too much, you know, combination. Guess it helps I wrap the thread on there with. You're the problem. You're the one that wants out because you're a crazy dog. Don't bark at me. Your inside voice. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Inside voice. Nail me. Oh, that's too much. That's sour trees. I was going to put that little feather I found on there, but it's green sour trees. So I want yellow. Nail me. Can you put? Can you put her out? Thank you, dear. Project here today. You gonna wear your hearing aid today? She's gonna yell at me now. She got her hearing aid fixed last Tuesday. She wore it once. And you know what? That day we went from talking like this, where we were just talking like this, normal conversation. It was like I could go, "Hey, dear, how you doing?" And she could hear me with her back turned to me. Now I gotta yell at her. I feel bad going, "Hey!" Yeah, that we spent. I think we spent like 3 hours on the boat with my son Tim, and he caught a nice hybrid. Uh, I caught a couple catfish. We got some of it on film, some of it we didn't. You get in the moment, you forget to push record. You know how it goes. I don't even take that many pictures. I forget to. Tim did record a couple of them. I was like, "Where'd they go?" See if it'll change the thing. There you go. There's a hybrid wiper. My son Timothy, my youngest boy. Then there's Gregory right before he breaks his pole. See if I can get in there. There you go. With catfish. That was about the moment right before his pole went snap because he had it straight up down. Just too much weight on that tip of that pole. And yeah, I razzed him, but that's what dads do. And then my giant. Oh, get over there where we can see it. Look at my giant white perch. It, oh, come on, show it. The lure, you can hardly see it. I want to show it. It's like we don't want to show your puny little fish. But anyways, it was hot that day, so we need a bimini top in a bad way, and I'd really like to buy one because mine got destroyed by the mices. And first it got destroyed by the wind. Then I bent it back. Then the mice got destroyed it, put a hole in it about this big before I ever even got it. Then we had it in the little garage out at the farm, and then the mice were like, "Oh, hey, this is a nice home," and they got in there and they tore it up the rest of the way. But it was so heavy; it's made of like 8-inch thick canvas. I mean, it wasn't that thick, but it was some ridiculously heavy canvas, and probably a good top, but not more. So if you want to help us, go buy some rod holders, order some jigs. That way I could go buy a bimini top. The bimini top that I want at the boat place is $600, but it don't look like it's that great of quality. They have one at Cabela's that looks, lighter or whatever, but I don't. Online is the only place you can see it, or I guess. Dang it, David! Quit hooking that with your fingers. Bass Pro Shop is now. I gotta get used to calling it Bass Pro Shop, but Bass Pro Shop has one for like $400. It's a 9 foot or 8 foot by 8 foot, 96 inches by 96 inches. I kind of want one that's like 96 inches by 96 inches, but I wouldn't mind longer, 96 by 100 and something. But my boat's 96 inches wide. Try Amazon. I bought one from there. It worked great. How much did you pay? Well, I don't want to get in. I don't care how much I pay for things, but some people don't like to say how much they pay. To me, you can just as easy get online and Google how much somebody paid for something. So I don't know why they hide it, unless they got a bad deal. Like I asked somebody one time, "How much you pay for that car? That's a nice car. It's a new car." They're like, "Ah, it's a couple years old." We don't talk about how much I paid for it. I was like, "Oh, you got a bad deal, didn't you?" "No, I got a good deal." "Then why won't you tell me how much you paid for it? Maybe I'm interested in going to get me a mama car or something." He's like, "From a private individual." I was like, "Okay, well, whatever." See, that's a great price, $160. Yeah, the ones for the pontoon seem like you could find a few of them in there for like two, three, 3.5, but they're like real flimsy rods. I need something that'll go, handle 20-mile-an-hour winds because my boat will go 20 mph, and I don't want to take it down when I move my boat. But also, they got to be shaped right, and I don't want one that's just got the big V and then another, break off up there at the top where when it all pulls together, like that. But has the rubber bands on it. I want hard mount, front and rear, or at least hard mount rear and really strong bungees on the front. I would rather have just hard mount front and rear being a pontoon boat. If I run into something, it's my own fault. But see, there's another little cone head, little drippy head. I could pull them out, and after that, and heat them up with a heat gun, sideways. You go like that, heat them up enough with a heat gun. They let it drip off the hook, but not worth the time for. Well, in this case, these would be 39-cent hooks. You're going to sit there and waste that much electricity. Just tie them up for goofball stuff to put in your own box. To give away to some little. You would make a kid's day because they do it all the time. Give them 3 jigs in a little package. you know, out there fishing. Some kid walking by, says hi to you, or starts talking to you about fishing with their mom and kid, brothers. Just hi. I got these little packs of jigs laying in all my box. JWH 70, howdy. I got mosquito bites on my leg. Got mosquito bites on my arm. I got mosquito bites everywhere. I can't even go in the shop in the morning and it's hot shop. So open up the doors, let it cool off, put the fan in there for about 15, 20 minutes, come back in, go get dressed, stuff like that. Then go out there and sweat to death building. I want to get a swamp cooler. I told Mama I needed a swamp cooler. She said, "Shit, good luck with that." They got them stand, like mechanics have in their shop, them stand up swamp coolers. Where'd my marabou go? Oh, so they got the stand up swamp coolers that you put in your shop and stuff. And I've been wanting to get one of them out there. I went and looked at the prices of them, and I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of money." But for $800, you can buy a decent one that's big enough to cool my shop. But I got other things I want. Of course, I could die of heat. I did last year. The heat is okay. The heat is not so bad if you just get out there early enough. Like this morning, I got up at 4:30 this morning. I was out in the shop by 5. Making noise. No, my noise wasn't that bad. I was making noise, but the neighbors, there's no way the neighbors would have heard it. Kids didn't wake up. Matt didn't wake up. Do long, fluffy tails. Don't usually do long tails, but let's do some. Get that subtle. These be some bottom bouncers. These got a bigger hook on them, so there'd be some bottom bouncers for small. I would be good too. Probably not heavy enough unless you're like fishing off the dock like I was. And I'm not putting no marabou in it either. I mean, no flashy boo. It's spinning around my marabou. My, yeah, my Chanel. I got to get it straight. I need more coffee. My problem is they restricted me to 2 cups of coffee. I can't focus in the morning. Went and mowed the other day. Yeah, my brain jumped around. Went and mowed the other day and looked at my eyeball. I got poison ivy. I went and hit like, right there. I went and mowed, and I was mowing the edge of the tree row. And just as I went through some poison ivy and it spit all out the mower, the wind just said, whoosh, and it went in my face and on my side of my face. My eyes started burning almost instantly. Uh, Went and washed my face and my eyeballs out. And when I got home after mowing, I took a shower, scrubbed my face and stuff down. But I got enough in my eyes, man. Day before yesterday, I did a video and my eyes was all swelled up. I want to see what it would have looked like if I would have put. See, I don't think it needed it. I think there's enough sparkle in the head, and in that chenille, there's some sparkle. But the reason why I said that about my eyes because I'm sitting here trying to focus, and my eyes are burning. So when you mow poison ivy over, make sure the wind is coming from the other way that your deck is blowing. And I got spray to go out there and spray it all. I've just been procrastinating going out there and getting the sprayer wagon out and doing all that. Been too hot. Procrastination because of the heat. My mother-in-law said that I needed to go out there and spray a bunch of stuff. So we went out there last week with a 1 gallon bottle, and Mikey he went in there and sprayed it for me. He got the around the swimming pool anyway, so she didn't have to worry about stuff up around the swimming pool. Hopefully it died. We'll have to see how well it did. I'm going out there probably today or tomorrow. So that's where my boat is. That's where I keep my boat at. Is at the little garage out at the farm. Joshua. Trying to think what else I want to talk. I have to another little one. So my birthday's Sunday. Gregory wanted me to tell you. I forgot. I forgot to say something. I'm over 50, so it don't matter no more. But Gregory wanted me to tell you my birthday is this. What today's Friday, then you got Saturday, then you got my birthday. Also, he said it was the same as Amanda's Queen Possum, which I think is pretty cool. It's also the same. I think it's the same as NJ's. So I think NJ's got the same birthday. NJ Minute 50. We all know him. You know who I'm talking. What are you gonna do for your birthday? I'm gonna grill. Same thing I do every other day. It's just another day, dude. Oh, hey, well, yeah, that's right. We do. Yeah, I gotta go out to the farm for lunch. So we're gonna do a birthday lunch. I forgot. I got told that's not what I gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta do things for the family to make them happy. 'Cause I'd rather sit here and... No, I don't mind going to lunch. It'll at least be a good lunch. And I didn't have to pick it. That's what makes it even better. Ah, miss your head there, Dave. You're gonna make a cake? So you're gonna make a cake for everybody to eat with me. I don't eat cake no more. Not even once in a while. Not ever. Ever, ever, ever. No sugar. I eat plants and meat and nuts. And my 3 rods were my birthday present to myself. And so there's another little long tail little marabou. I got 2 more jigs down here. We might as well just buy them too. Here's one on a size 4 hit. All right. The problem with this one is he's got a concaved head like somebody bashed him in. I got a bunch of. Still appreciate keeping that up later. She always gives me a car about it. See, these feathers are awful. Look at that. Don't you can't really see it on the thing. Don't care. For these little, I'm gonna make short jigs. I'm not even gonna pull that piece of nerve out. That feather. That'll do fine. When I do these short tail marabous, what I do is from the tip of the head to the back of the curve is where I put it. Then I pinch, that's where it's pinched at. I'll put that right where the hook drops off the lead. Trim that up. Hold that down. Drop off the lead. Then come back up on the lead. These are the ones that have the lead keeper. See, that's not as short a tail as what you think. So, but that to me, that's like a normal size tail. Everybody. Because I think those ones are like this long, like big. I think those are long tails. To me, I miss too many fish. It's like they hit the tail and not the head, or not the hook. Just my opinion. You want long tail stuff, you buy long tail stuff. You want short tail stuff. You want that tail to barely be past the hook. I'm like that. Sometimes they work really well. Really small profile jig, but the hook back there far enough that it'll nail the fish. Barely. But these got a long body too because of that lead. Even though we cut the little tip off. I've been making wire bait keeper ones for myself. Sell. I haven't sold a lot of them, but there's not. They usually right now only got one order of jigs to worry about. Old fashioned. The pink head black body white tail or the pink head black body green tail, sour crease tail, yellow tail. It seemed like back in the day, pink was like the number one most common, or red was the number one most common color yet. And like I remember when back when I was a kid, jigs were literally 10 cents a piece. You can buy a whole card of them for a card of 10 for $1. And that I mean, and it wasn't even that way that long ago. But then all this stuff happened, and then everything went through. Jigs went through the roof. People started custom tying. And I've been custom tying for years, but just for more of a hobby than anything. I just didn't take it seriously last year, and it was due to actually Mark and from Catfish and Crappie, and then Lyle from Panfish Nation. Those two are the ones that actually really encouraged me to just kind of keep going with it more than what I was. So I was just doing at that time when they had me on the show. I never done them. I was just doing tying up jigs and throwing out 3-minute video stuff like that. They're the ones that encouraged me to go buy. So in all reality, we owe this to Mark and Lyle for me doing these jig lives. They were the ones that convinced me to do them. Of course, there was others, KP, and KP was a big influence in my life. He was the number one guy that was responsible for these right here. I told him, he asked him what rod holder he was using, and there was a whole conversation about all that. And after I got a hold of some uh, fence rebar or fence bars for running hot wire fence around the farm, I got a hold of some of those and started bending them up. Made a couple shorties. I still have my OG first one that is made out of a hot wire T-post or hot wire post. Um, they were too soft. That was the problem. So I did a lot of research on steel rod and where it's made and all that and everything. Um, and that's why I go through the company I go through and drive the 40 some miles to go get the steel that I get from my rod holders because it's strong. It's cold rolled, but it's strong. It's not a soft alloy. It I mean, it's just it's what I like. Hey, shh, a little bit. My little fuzzy dog is the loudest thing we've got. Every time somebody walks in the door, she has a fit. Of course, ladies over there whining. Hey, shh. Matthew, why don't you take them out? That's all she wants. That's all they want. They want to be outside, and Mom brought them back in, which is fine. But they want back. I know only one dog went out. But if they want back out, take them back out. Matt's home. That means Gregory's not far behind. That is the worst marabou ever. That stuff is so just thick, and I mean, it probably worked for certain things. See, that's just too much with that one. That one is not enough, and the other one is too much. So we're just going to take this one back off. Just got to unwrap it, throw it away. I'm picky. Sorry. There, that was same. Let's. I keep just using up what I got here. Where's my little piece of that? Try this one with that color head. Ah, that's way too tight. Ooh, here, we'll do this. Little thin. These are what I've been using for. Actually, like the phone was the thumbnail for today. Come on, David, think. Get it out. This was the Chanel was on the thumbnail today, which we didn't tie it. I guess we didn't tie it. Dang! 4 inches of chenille to tie that one. Dang. That's probably good. I don't know. It'll work for the color. I'm not a fan of it. Oh my goodness! I just heard the door open. So you know what that means? As soon as Gregory gets his stuff together. Well, Gregory, bring that stuff over here. Quit teasing the dog. You got fans waiting. They're all like, "Where's Gregory?" No, they weren't saying it, but misplaced country girl. Monkey man, how you doing? How you doing? I'll probably miss some other people sitting here tying jigs and wasn't even paying attention to chat. I'm sorry, guys. Dave, your rod holders are the best in the business, in my opinion. I appreciate that, Josh. Well, I think so too. But anyways, I see eyeballs from Tim, but this is the rod holder he's talking about. This is my rod holder. I built them in my shop, and you know, I'm just a hey. Rosie, get off the furniture. Come here. Here. Get in here. You want this? Let go. Sit. You want this? You want this, baby? Huh? You want that one? Or you want this one? Here, I'll give you this one. Now, bye. All right. Well, that was one thing of Gregory's. What you got, Gregory? Huh? What you got? Is that a Jeep? What year is it? Are you going to show them? Are you going? There you go. Look, Tim's got eyeballs on there. I just got home from the food shopping. Right on. You got groceries now, Gregory. Oh, she wanted the other one, didn't she? She came back for second. Oh my goodness, some more britches. How much was them? How much were they? $1? So today a dollar made you holler for a pair of pants? Right on. Them's the good ones too, the rip stop and stuff. So, all right, what else you got? That it? You gonna tell everybody bye? Wait, bye. Say bye. Camo, yay! That's what Tim said. Look, read it. Are you done? I guess he's done, y'all. All right, here's that jig that we just got done with. It doesn't look too bad. I just don't like the way the color is with that head. But with that being said, and having Gregory show and tell time, I'm gonna call it the show for today. I got things to do in the shop before it gets too tremendously hot. Like I said, you guys do want to support me. The best way to do it, buy you a bank fishing rod holder. I guarantee you, you just throw that thing over your shoulder and walk down there. You don't even need, put it in your bag or nothing. Just don't sit down with it in your pocket. You might poke your butt. But or you can get you some jigs. You know, I'll sell you ones that ain't goofballs. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Mom's gonna start yelling at the dog because she's wanting to play with mom, and she keeps taking it up while Naomi's doing the whole sweeping thing, and Rosie's like, "Here's my toy. Don't sweep. Play with it." Now Gregory's digging them all up. Yeah, you got 3 of them monkeys now, huh? Oh, 4 of them monkeys now. They're same thing, all the same color. So, but anyways, y'all have a great day. Y'all be blessed. Y'all go tie something. Y'all go do something. Just get off your butt. Don't let your disability stop you. If you got a disability, I mean, I'm in a wheelchair, so don't let it stop me. A heart attack tried to stop me, but it didn't. I'm back. So I'm stubborn. You know how it goes. You got to do everything. You got to live your life, man. Don't sit there idle. Go do something. Go tie something.